Alright, here's another spontaneous video. I'm happy to be unpacking the Pecron 500 LFP battery that I just ordered. Let's do the unpacking first and then do some spec analysis and comparison afterwards. Alright, so package was already opened here. I'm just going to be taking out the top. We get in here instruction booklets, maybe to look at later, together with like advertisement of the other offerings that Pecron has. And then, oh, very simple, we just have the power station in the back. I think it said that this is about 15-pound battery. Definitely one can carry this with one hand. It does feel slightly heavy when lifted like that. Inside the package we just have a bag that's nicely attached to the power supply itself. Let's have a look inside the bag. We can see it comes with a cigarette lighter charging port and an AC charging port that will charging cable that will go into the back of the side of the battery. And that is everything that comes in the package right now. See where the on button is. And the battery comes with about 65% charge. All right. Again, very simple setup. Over here we have the AC on-off button, and over here we have the DC on-off button, which is probably what I'm going to be using this for the most. The Pecron 500 LFP comes with a what I call a 12-volt cigarette lighting charger port. We have a 24-volt 5-amp and a 12-volt 5-amp port. And then we have two USB-A ports and one USB-C port. And then on the AC, there are two AC plugs turned to the side so that they're not blocking each other. It's good. And around the side, we simply have the light. Turn it on. Ooh, that's super bright. Even brighter. And then this is the SOS signal. And to turn it off. Alright, and then this is where all the charging ports are. This is the AC charging port, and this is the DC solar charging port. We can see here takes 12 to 28 volts with 100 watts max. Oh yeah, I just realized over here there's also a wireless charging station for cell phones and things like that, which is nice. So we are looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 different ways to charge from this battery. Alright, now to the reason why I bought this battery pack. As you know, this channel will eventually cover more astrophotography stuff from a beginner's perspective. And so this was my starting point. This is how I ran my Skywatcher AZ-EQ 5 GT mount with one of these Power Tank Lithium Pro telescope battery. And it did the job really well. I was able to run the mount all night long, and it would still have a little bit of charge left at the end of the night. And you can see the battery comes with 158 watt hours of charge. And this being an astronomy geared battery pack, it comes with a couple of cool features. For one, there's a light strip over here. And you can have it both with white light and or red light in here, which is really cool when you're in the dark and you don't want to destroy your night vision to turn on only the red light. But anyway, so I've upgraded my rig to, from using the battery to only charge, to only run the mount, to now a setup where I also have an ASI Air and a camera that need to be run off. And I just thought that this capacity of 158 watt hours would not be enough to, in the worst case, run a rig for up to 12 hours a night. And so I started to look around for other batteries, and actually initially came across this battery here, the Anker Solix C300 DC, which right now costs about $189. You get almost twice the capacity at 288 watt hours, and it has this really nifty light at the top, right? But then I came across the Pecron battery, which, you know, costs maybe just $10 more at the time of when I was buying the battery. So, and it came with all these additional charging ports, right? So in terms of pricing, I'd like to think of the Pecron as a sort of 300 watt solar generator, very compact, small for traveling, with twice the battery capacity, because this actually has twice the capacity. The Pecron battery has twice the capacity of this DC Solix C300 DC power bank station, and it still costs the same amount of money, and that just speaks for incredible value. Yeah, so here's the Pecron E500 LFP battery. You can see up here the battery capacity is twice that of the Anker Solix 300 DC station. It does have a few more USB and USB-C ports, but if you compare that to my starting point, which is this battery here, let's see if I can get a top-down view here. There. It's all gain from my perspective, because this power bank, it does have some advantages. It's very compact, very small, and very light. But of course, that comes with the trade-off of being rather having a small capacity. You can see that the battery has two different USB-A charging ports here at the top, and then there's also a 12-volt cigarette lighting charging port here on the other side. And now switching over to the Pecron battery, I still have those two USB-A charging ports, but I'm also gaining a USB-C. I still have the 12-volt cigarette lighting port, but I have all these other ports now that I can also use. during the night, and I still have a light, although I'm losing the red light. So anyway, this is the battery I bought. I just unpacked it, and I'll be looking forward to trying out this battery over the next couple of days to see how it performs. When the right price, at the next sales opportunity, I'll probably also get like a 120 volt, 120 watt battery to have the option of charging this from just pure solar energy. All right.